Hi there, Chris from Stone Age Gamer here. Now let's talk a little bit about the TurboGrafx-16. It is a fantastic platform. The controllers have built-in turbo functionality as a standard feature. Their games came on little cards instead of cartridges. It's great stuff. However, getting a crystal clear video signal out of the system because of its innate limitations can be a little bit of a problem. Fortunately, things like this exist. This is the EDFX, and this will allow you to use more standard Sega Genesis 2 style AV cables or component cables or whatever cables you like to connect your TurboGrafx-16 to your standard television. Let's take a look. Okay, here is the EDFX up close and personal. This is the basic EDFX that you can buy here at StoneAgeGamer.com, and what this does is it plugs in the back of your TurboGrafx-16 through the expansion port in the back, and it lets you use Sega Genesis 2 style TV connectors. So standard composite, you want to use the fancy new RetroFrog composite cables, you want to use some HD Retrovision cables, whatever you got that's Sega Genesis 2 is going to connect to your television with a nice crystal clear signal from your TurboGrafx-16. And it's pretty much there's not a lot to it as far as like what kind of steps are involved in connecting it. You take your TurboGrafx, you remove your little doodad from the back here, and you just kind of plug this sucker right into the multi-pin connector. I'm not going to do that immediately just because these pins make me super nervous, and I like to connect things to them as infrequently as possible. But I did want to show off another thing that we offer here at Stone Age Gamer, which is this shell from Humble Bazooka. This shell here actually replaces this little plastic bit here as a proper enclosure for the EDFX, and it looks pretty darn nice. So all you have to do to attach it is you got to take off this plastic bit. So we're just gonna undo these basic screws here. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is once you get the plastic part off, we want to take out these big honking metal bits here. So those unscrew by hand pretty easily. Okay, once you've got those apart, all we're going to do is we're going to find the bottom bit here. It's pretty obvious which one's the bottom. I'm just going to line this little sucker up here to just kind of sit right down in there. The little, see these little notches here are going to line up with the holes already in the unit, like so. Look at that. And then we're just going to clip this feller on top, like so. We're going to squeeze that into place, and would you look at that? Come on, there you go. Look at that. That's a pretty nice looking little doodad there. It matches the TurboGrafx-16 and everything. And then we plug this into the back of the unit like so. Nice and careful as to not bend any of those pins, because there's a lot of them. And once that's in there nice and snug, you are good to go. So let's go see this sucker in action. Okay, here we have Pac-Land for TurboGrafx-16 up and running on my TurboGrafx. It's down there in the corner. I don't want this ghost to get me here. And I'm using the Hyperkin controller. This has the EDFX is what we're using to connect to the TV with HD Retrovision Sega Genesis 2 cables into the component input in my Sony Trinitron TV. And I just ran into that guy. But I just wanted to show you here, the video quality is crystal clear. I don't know how well that's coming through on this particular image, but I will do a zoom in a second to show you it in a bit more detail. But there is absolutely nothing in terms of input lag. This is running like an absolute champ, except the fact that I'm terrible at Pac-Land and the controls are super weird. But there you go. That is the EDFX doing its thing on a TurboGrafx-16 component, HD Retrovision cables. And let's take a little bit closer look at the screen, shall we? The EDFX and its optional shell from Humble Bazooka are available now at StoneAgeGamer.com, so you can play your TurboGrafx-16 on your TV the way you want to. Doggone it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you saw here today, please follow, comment, like, and subscribe, and let us know down in the comments which TurboGrafx-16 games are you going to play with your EDFX in crystal clear clarity. I am about to play some Galaga 90 because that game is totally cool. Thanks again, everyone. On behalf of all of us here at Stone Age Gamer, keep playing games.
Oh, what the heck? Yeah, turbo. You stay away from me.